So today was really interesting. Really, see how I go? Really, really interesting. I got my emotions kind of back, but at the same time, I didn't. Like when I was on the light rail, I was just staring straight. Like, wasn't making any eye contact, wasn't talking to anyone. Strange things happen today, but you meet strange people when you venture out. I don't forever want to keep doing this where I have to turn my lighting on. I will get better lighting. I promise all my subscribers I will get better lighting and a better camera. No offense, laptop. But I want a 4K camera and I will get one. Dog blood, not dog blood. Pomegranate juice mixed with omega-3 fatty acids. So, mostly what I wanted to talk about was how my emotions were today, how I interacted with people, how I met kind of a cute girl, and how I spread my YouTube name, my name in general, to the population, which could be bad in a way. So what I did today, and I just wanted to say, I today was slightly able to feel emotions. It seems as though if I don't take my seizure meds, but I take marijuana, and I listen to alpha waves, alpha audio music, which is it makes your brain waves just smooth, kind of focused. When I do that, I seem to be more emotionless, unless that was just a worldwide thing. Like, because yesterday I didn't feel any emotions at all. Today I felt, I'm going to say, less than 1%. I am very sure that it has to do with the pole shift. And a YouTube channel I like, I think it's Avius, Avaivus. It's a good looking dude that pretty much does what I do, but follow me, don't follow him. He has more subscribers than me, yet he brought up a really good saying in his latest video. He said, the smarter you get, the more spiritual you become, and the more you ascend, the less you will talk. Because he said exactly what I was saying. Exactly. You choose what words to say sparingly because you can create your own reality around that. I only said positive things today, not to people, but to myself. I find it funny that we grow up in society. I think society is the #1 word I use in my videos now. I always say society. I want someone to get all my clips where I say society and just make a collaboration of all those society clips. Anyways, in society, we're told that we live one way. We die after a certain amount of years. We go to school. You know all that. And I realized that if you want things, you can have them. Honestly, while I was waiting for every public transport, because I got on a light rail, a bus, a light rail, and a bus today. 5 different times. Also, my pain tolerance is just through the window, like as in 100%. I ran up to a very tall wall and did free running, which I did not know I could do. I literally ran up to the wall, which was, I'm going to say 10 feet tall. I grabbed onto it like this with my fingers, and I just pushed myself up. And I almost did like a flip once I got like this, and then I made my. It was in one of the subliminal programmings that I watch. The ones where the letters scroll up and down the screen and you watch the video. There's one part where she does a flip, like over the person. I reenacted that flip that I've been watching every single morning and night, and it was automatic. Then after that, I felt pain for about less than a minute, and then it went away. I had no markings on me from uh, hitting my body against, like, it was just strange. But yeah, in society, we're told that you need the medical industry to heal a wound. You need makeup to be pretty. You need sports drinks and sports supplements to be strong. You need it advertising. All this stuff changes our reality. If you can learn, like I did on accident, to, it kind of just happened, to ignore the dumbass people around you arguing, the stupid advertisements. If you watch TV, you're still in. I met a girl today that I really liked, and she was older than me, but it didn't look like it. She had the same fucking birthday as me, with the same cusp. Of course, the same birthday, same cusp. And I still have yet to check her birth path. Well, her birth path name number. Because there's a website where a baby website, where you can actually plan on what your kid will turn out to be like, depending on their name. I gotta look up Erica. Why am I doing this? I am eating sardines, organic sardines, a carrot, and omega-3s mixed with pomegranate. Oh, and then I'm gonna have pie. So this just came to me, like, it didn't, and like, the YouTube channel Spirit Science said, lower my voice, I'm excited, said that the pole shift is not going to be, it's going to be drastic and violent, and some people are going to die in certain parts of the countries, and it's not going to be like how they put it in movies. It's not. The devil's not going to come out of the ground. The media makes you paranoid. Surely the things they tell us in movies, they show us, like the world ending, all that stuff, that is to give you a basic idea of what's going to happen. It's not the exact thing that's going to happen. All the psychopath religious Christian and Catholics are all like, oh my God, store up the guns. We have to. Yeah. I don't know what my grandpa's watching, but there's moaning. That's another thing that's been happening. My senses are so finely in tune. It's amazing. Today, 3 instances. I was walking. I heard a bicycle. Well, this is the last one. I heard a bicycle. And I didn't see anyone with a bicycle. Just like the other day when I didn't see anyone with construction. Then I walk a little further, and way, way down an alleyway, there's someone walking a bike. And I'm like, There's three. Second one was this morning when I woke up early in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:13 to be exact. Anyways, and I could hear my step grandpa, and some the fuck how I knew it was my step grandpa rolling around in bed, whispering to my grandma. I could fucking hear that. I right here. There's a bathroom on the other side of that wall, and then the next, like, that's where they sleep. It was intense. Like, I could hear. Maybe a normal person would be able to hear mumbling, or they'd be like, "Hey, what was that noise?" Me, I completely heard it 100% fine, as if they were right next to me. My hearing, and especially vibrational uh, feeling, is through the roof, 100%. Because, third example, this is sensory. I have been watching subliminals on seeing attacks in slow motion, but this was insane. I was looking the other direction. Then I looked at my phone. Then I looked at I heard something across the street, but I didn't. And as I was turning my face, as the millisecond, there was a tree branch. Ever walked where there's a tree branch in front of you, like just hanging down from someone's bush, and when you're walking down the sidewalk, and it just hits you in the face? This was this close to me. This is the branch. It was this close, and I just turned my head. It was not planned. I didn't try to do it. It just was automatic. And I'm like, I stood there, and I'm like, how the fuck did I dodge that? That was, when your subliminal affirmations are working when they happen automatically. You don't try like to use the subliminals that you watch in videos. They happen. They just happen. And mine, I'm growing very fast. Like, good example was I did that flip, and I used parkour, which I've never done before. I've tried to jump up a wall, but then I had to like push myself up and land on the other side. This was a jump. This was literally a jump. I didn't have to. I ran a little bit, put my arms down, lifted myself up, put my hand like this, and then flipped my legs over like a ninja almost. It just baffles my mind today what I did. And the air still feels thin. Matter still feels thinner. And people are more attracted to me, which is strange, but I like it. I did put that in one of my subliminals that I watch, but like, people want to come to me. Today, odd things. Odd things. When I was on the bus, this old, very nice black woman, it doesn't matter her skin. It doesn't. It really doesn't. This old woman, I'd say she was about 61, not too old. She said something to me only as I was getting out of the bus. There were 10 stops. I was sitting right in front of her for 10 stops. She didn't say anything to me. As I got up, she grabs my jacket and says, "Be careful out there." And then she smiles at me. Not a creepy smile, just like a genuine sweet smile. Then she let go, and I just smiled at her and I left. Then, as I got to the stop sign to cross the street, I pressed the button. This I'm going to say 90-year-old woman was bald, not cancer, not cancer. Don't overreact. She was bald, and she gives me this giant smile. And then she starts doing this. Literally, this is the movement she was making. I think she was trying to stretch in place, but I could not tell. Then she smiles at me with this huge smile and follows me into Whole Foods. all the way to almost the bathroom. You know how I can tell that someone is stalling in some way? They will fiddle around with something. She walked over to the elevator. Yes, there's an elevator in Whole Foods. She didn't press the button, and she waited for me to pass by her to go into the bathroom. Then she came, walked past me. I could see her walk past me because my senses are fucking crazy right now. And she walked into the girls' bathroom, so they're right next to each other. When I walked out of the bathroom, she walked out of the bathroom, then followed me into the store, and then she disappeared. Just like 2 days ago, or when I was uh, in Barnes and Noble, and this guy in like a secret agent uniform. He had sunglasses on, like the FBI, CIA kind of sunglasses, and he had he was in a suit. He had gelled back hair, and he sat at a table on the side of me, so I wouldn't notice. He sat on the side of me. But you honestly, person on YouTube, do not know how tuned in my senses are right now. I can sense someone before they even walk into the house, and I'll know who it is by just sitting here. All our frequencies are going up. For 2,000 years, it's going to last 2,000 years. Yeah. So, the human beings that do survive will become more intuitive. But let me get back to that man. That man was staring at me, and he wasn't doing anything. You can tell also when someone's lying or watching you, is that they'll fiddle around with their phone, fiddling, just doing something, holding a pencil like this, just. It's strange because once I started becoming intuitive, more like started, which was in 2012, I got more. It's bizarre, but you do create your own reality, and if you want people to be like watching you, or it could be it, but I didn't want that. Not yesterday. Yesterday I was very, very tuned into my words and my thoughts. And I didn't want someone to be watching me. It seemed like that guy was an FBI or CIA agent watching me. It's almost as if I thought this my entire life, since I grew up very intuitive and didn't get any recognition for it. I was a very, very, very intuitive indigo child, and still am. But when I was a little kid, I could see things, I could see visions, I could all these things, but they got turned off. They got tweaked off because the people I was living with only had one reality, and that was go to school, work hard, get money, eventually retire with your 401k. They didn't have any kind of. My little sister and my older sister had creativity. So did my dad and my mom, but they were all terrified of using it. My older sister, the Leo, was, I'm gonna have to say, me, attention whore. I think that's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to use my words. I don't want to waste my words on negative things. Unless I'm killing someone, then. And yes, there is proven science that you can kill someone with your mind. The New Age Army, that's what it was called in the military, where they even made a movie at it, The Men Who Stare at Goats. That really happened. That they were training super soldiers to kill things just by their minds. And one very special person, I forget his name, killed a sheep with just negative thoughts, which is amazing. But I want to use my abilities that I have to become richer and have a house. I will have a house. And just, yeah. The one question you probably get, and I'll probably get, from my dad, because my dad is the biggest skeptic. And he is becoming more open-minded. He is accepting new information and hearing it out. If it's logically makes sense, then yes. But people will ask, well, if you change your reality, doesn't that affect other people's realities? Yes. You can improve someone else's reality by you just in general being stronger. Like being. You don't understand because you've never experienced it. When you experience it, you'll understand it. It's not something that I did practice telepathy a bit. Once I started becoming more, what's the word? Intuitively psychic. That's a good way to put it. And I don't mean the crystal ball kind of psychic. Once my senses increased, it happened over time. It didn't just happen. 2 years ago, no, 3 years ago is when it first started happening. I was able, I didn't know that was open. I was able to know who was behind the door before it happened. And that lasted about a year. But the next year after that, it got stronger, way stronger. I was able to sense people before they even reached the house. Yet it was very weak. Then this year, I have been able to sense everything very far away, really close up. I can even read people's emotions, thoughts. And the cool thing is, I almost have a photographic memory. I do. Because whatever emotions you make, whatever words you say, will be recorded. It's not important to me because it's what you do. It's not what I do. What I do is more important. Why? Because you improving your life is important. Me improving my life is important. You don't complain about other people because when you complain about other people, your situation gets worse. If you ignore those people and eventually just tell yourself, my time and my words are my power. There's only a certain amount of time in one day, unless you can warp time, which is possible. I'm going to have to end this video because it's getting really long and I have to go get I had to put the pie upstairs where it's hot because the pie was frozen. Okay. Goodbye, everyone.